Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to John F. Kennedy Memorial High School for a softball game between the Kennedy Mustangs and the Woodbridge Barons. My name is Joe Tarrant. I'm here along with John Eberhardt, and we'll be calling all the action for you today as it happens. Leading off for Woodbridge is Justine Stafara, third baseman.
Joe, we've got a gorgeous day here. It's mid-80s. It's a summer's day for all intents and purposes.
There's a strike. Yes, it is, John. Yes, it is. And there's a shot down to third base. It's a fair ball. Off the bag.
That'll be a two-bagger. Ball went out of play.
Ball hit the bag as it came down to third baseline. No, that's a single with a ball that went out of play. So we'll call that a single, John, right? Or are you going to give him a double?
Yeah, it looked like the umpire indicated second base, so yeah, it would be a single with.
Attempted steal, and she's in there, safe. Throw got to third base just a little bit late.
Run around third, nobody out.
Vasquez up for Woodbridge right now, number 1. Fouls the ball off.
1, 2.
She's a shortstop for Woodbridge. We'll give you the starting lineups here in a moment.
1 ball, 2 strike.
There's a fly ball to the outfield. Left field's got it. Tags it to third. Here's the throw. And she's in there. So Woodbridge takes the early lead, 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Stafura, or I should say Stafura, scores the first run on a tag from third base. There's a called strike. Batter for Woodbridge right now is the pitcher, Carly Giersgaard. She's been a stalwart here on the Woodbridge roster now for a couple of years. I remember seeing her at least 2 years ago.
Right now we got 1 out, 1 run, and 1 strike.
2-1.
All hit through the middle.
Yeah, right off the second base bag. There's a solid single.
Now Woodbridge is making contact.
Kendra Tobias is up, first baseman for Woodbridge.
A nice turnout for Friday afternoon. Some people in the stands.
Yeah, it's an early game. It's a 3:30 game.
And umpire changes balls.
Designated runner for the pitcher. That's Henry on first base.
And our men in blue were kind enough to give me their names. We got Mr. Laurenchek behind plate and Bill Cochran out in the field. And as a past ASA and Federation umpire, I promised them I'd be kind.
There's a hot shot down the third baseline. Foul. Bias looking down at third base, looking for the signals. Henry on first base, designated runner for the pitcher, Giersgaard. Yeah, ball outside. One ball, 2 strikes. And it was a changeup back to the pitcher. She throws to second base. It's wide. All hands are safe. Errant throw to second base. Had her dead to rights. So Tobias is on first with an error. Fielder's choice. Oh, almost hit her. Number 32 is up. It's Mackenzie Thomas, designated player. So that was an E1 on the pitcher, which was a fielder's choice.
She had the right idea. I think she had plenty of time.
She rushed it.
Yeah, the throw was just a little bit on the low side, and it happens.
Well, you get nervous when you get the ball like that. You just want to hurry and get it there. There's a shot down to third. Walks over, steps on third, and the runner is out. So we have 2 outs now.
Runners on first and second.
Next up for Woodbridge is the second baseman. It's Jordan Sinelli. And there's a foul ball down the third line. I know that Jordan's father, Mark, is up in the stands there along the third base line. I can see him from here. There's a ball. So we've got 2 outs in the top of the first inning. We got 1 run home. We got 2 people on base for Woodbridge. And Sinelli at the plate. And there's a shot to the shortstop. Throws it over to the third baseman, and we've got 3 outs. So at the end of the top of the first inning, the score is Woodbridge 1, JFK coming to bat. And we'll be right back with some more action.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
And hello, everybody, here from John F. Kennedy Memorial High School. I'm Joe Tarrant, along with John Eberhard, and we're bringing you all the action. We had a little technical difficulty starting the game, so I wasn't able to give you the starting lineups, but I'm going to give you Woodbridge's first. Batting leadoff and playing third base, it's Justine Stafora. Batting second, Jordan Vasquez, shortstop. Batting third, Carol Lee Kiersgaard, pitcher. Batting fourth, Kendra Tobias, first base. Batting fifth, Mackenzie Thomas, designated player. Batting sixth, Jordan Sinelli, second base. Batting seventh, Samantha Carroll, left field. Eighth, Taylor Greco, right field. And ninth, Francesca Muselli. And I'll give you the Kennedy lineup in just a minute.
I got a base hit by Kayla. First pitch.
Kayla Coleman, the pitcher for Kennedy, leading off with a single. Ashley Conroy up, catcher. She's a junior. They're really going to have to dig in against Kiersgaard. She brings it. Ball low and outside.
And I mentioned earlier about not pulling the ball, but Kayla got around on that first pitch.
Yes, she did.
Another one low.
Kayla's a senior. And it's another ball outside.
Counts 3-0.
There's a strike right down the middle. A little bit windy here today. The wind is blowing from right to left. And there's a foul ball down the third base line.
That breeze feels good. Count goes full.
Yeah, today's the type of day with the wind and the sun, you can get yourself a really good sunburn. There's a shot down to second base. Tags the runner over to first. Oh, no, she was safe at second base. Never touched her.
Okay.
4-3.
Score that a fielder's choice.
Okay, now batting for Kennedy is the left fielder, junior Skylar Keller. There's a strike. Coleman on second base on the fielder's choice. And a swinging strike. Counts 0-2.
Yeah, Skylar got around on that, but just a little bit low.
Ball outside. It's nice that we can hear the umpire.
It is. It's always good when the umpire's letting you know ahead of time.
And a swinging strike 3. So Keller goes down on strikes. We've got 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Woodbridge is up on top, 1-0. They scored an early run in the first inning on a sacrifice fly to left field.
Got a runner on second now. Julia Sinatra's up.
She's a freshman, second baseman. And a swinging strike. I think we're going to see a lot of those today. Both pitchers can really bring it.
Got a nice little crowd in left field.
Yeah, out in the sun field. And there's a ground ball to shortstop. And that play goes 6-3. And at the end of the first inning, the score, Woodbridge 1, Kennedy 0. We'll be right back.
Ballerina.
Sometimes all it takes to be a dad is remembering how to be a kid again. Take time to be a dad today.
And welcome back to JFK High School. I was remiss in giving you the steady starting lineup for Kennedy because we had some problems here, but here we go. Pitching, number 8, Kayla Coleman. Catching, Ashley Conroy. Left field, Skylar Keller. Julia Sinatra is the second baseman. Emily Velez is the shortstop. Madison Batilia is the right fielder. Claire Lewis is the first baseman. Kat Novoshinsky is the designated player. And Becky Janeo is the center fielder. And Adriana Arroyo is the third baseman. That's also the batting lineup.
Samantha just flied out to the pitcher. First pitch.
Samantha Carroll. Next up for Woodbridge is Taylor Greco, the right fielder.
She takes that first pitch for a strike. And drills one to shortstop.
Bobbled the ball, and the throw is late. So Greco's on board at first base. Call that an E6. Be generous.
That would look like it was a tough ball to play. It was down by her ankles and looked like the ball held on. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that one.
Okay. Francesca Muselli is up for the... And here's a replay of that last play.
Yeah, that tied her up. Just down by the ankles.
And Muselli tries to bunt.
Way high on that pitch. Count is 2-1. It never ceases to amaze me the way TV 35's coverage of events. And that ball is high, 3-1.
Oh, they've got it covered from every angle. Center, left, third base, first base, home plate. Can't make a move out here without them seeing it.
Full count.
And there's a fly ball. And it's going to fall in. Safe at second. That's a single.
Yeah, that ball had eyes. Speaking of TV 35 having eyes, that ball had eyes. It found a hole.
Yeah, Greco had to hold up at first base to see whether the ball was going to get caught or not. And just made it in safely to second base before the throw. She was kind of stuck out in no man's land. There's another single. And safe at third.
Yeah, that'll load him up.
So we got ducks on the pond. That was number 3 there, Justine Stafura, who scored the first run in the first inning. We've got 1 out. There's a swinging strike. Foul tip.
Oh, she took a cut at that.
Yes, she did. She's anxious. She sees those people. The base is loaded and she wants a piece. You know, ball gets away from the catcher.
It counts 1-1. 1 out. 1 run for Woodbridge.
Ball outside. Woodbridge has been very patient with the pitches.
Yeah.
There's a shot to center field. It's a gapper. It's going to go to the fence. That's going to clear bases. That's going to clear them. We got looking at a triple, maybe. No, throw goes home. And there's a triple. That was some shot. It was a gapper right to the fence. Kiersgaard is up. That was Jordan Vasquez with the triple.
Runner on third, still 1 out.
Cleaned the bases. She was anxious. She wanted it.
Ashley's keeping Jordan honest on third base.
Yep, Woodbridge is taking the lead, 4-0 here. We're in the top of the second. And there's a walk to Kiersgaard. So she'll get a runner, which should be Henry coming out. If it holds true that, like last time. And here's the courtesy runner. It is Henry. Kendra Tobias up for Woodbridge.
Runners on the corner, still 1 out.
Kennedy's. Sure, it's 4-0. Woodbridge is up on top of the second. Little indifference. They didn't even have a play on second base because they knew the runner on third would run home. Kennedy playing the infield in. There's a ground ball to the throw off the third baseman's glove into left field. 1 run scores. The other run, Henry falls down. And 2 run scores. So Woodbridge is now up 6-0. So hot shot down to the third baseman. Had a glove on it, but it got away.
There's still only 1 out. And Woodbridge with 6 runs now.
Mackenzie Thomas up. There's another shot, but long but foul.
She definitely got around on that one.
Yes, she did. A little bit too early.
Counts 1-1.
6-0. Barons up over the Mustangs.
1 out.
Top of the second.
Held up. Counts 2-1. Another walk.
Yeah, runners on first and second.
That's two in a row.
Jordan Sinelli up, second baseman for Woodbridge. And she hits a shot to left field, and it's over the left fielder's head. To the fence. This should clear the bases. No. Uh-oh. The runner on second base, Mackenzie Thomas, only went halfway, and then Sinelli, she went halfway, and they almost had one or the two of them caught off guard.
Yeah, she was held up on
So
second.
Another run scores. That puts Woodbridge up 7-0. Samantha Carroll up.
And Woodbridge just went through the batting water.
Yes, they did. Runners on first and second for Woodbridge. And that's a ball. It's 1-1. And there's a lazy fly ball. It's a fair ball! Just inside the line at third base. So once again, Woodbridge has the bases loaded. Catcher for Kennedy goes out to talk to the pitcher. So does the coach for JFK, Maureen Gallagher. She's making some changes. Looks like the pitcher is going to be changed. She changed the center field to left field. Okay. So Coleman stays in. The only change that we had that inning was the center fielder became the left fielder, and left fielder became the center fielder. And 2-run score. And it looks like another run is going to score.
That ball was drilled right down the middle.
Yes, it was. So now the score is Woodbridge 10, Kennedy nothing. And we're only in the top of the second inning. And batting now for Woodbridge is Francesca Muselli. She hits a shot to center field. And it's just out of the reach of the second baseman. Another run scores. So we've got Muselli on first base. Scores 11-0 Woodbridge. Top of the second, one out. I think the umpire had some words and warning the batter about throwing the bat. So that brings us to the leadoff batter, who got it going in the first inning, Justine Stafora.
Yeah, called strike.
And there's a shot to left field. What a catch by the left fielder. That was a great catch by Becky Janelle. So we've got 2 outs now. Runner on first. And there's a foul back. Out of play.
And Jordan looks her usual anxious. She's raring to go.
And that pitch was low and out of the strike zone, but she golfed it.
She's anxious. She went down and got it.
Throw to first. Not in time. Snap throw down to the first baseman.
Yeah, Ashley Conroy's heads up play.
And there's a shot in the gap between the center fielder and the right fielder. That should score another run. And they may have a play at third. And she's in there safe, and another run scores. Now the score is 12-0. Woodbridge Barons up on top. Had a close play there at third base if the third baseman had hung on to the ball.
Yeah, that's the job of the runners, try to knock that ball loose, and it's exactly what happened.
And here's a replay. We'll see her sliding into third base.
And that's the idea, disrupt the play.
Kiersgaard up at bat.
That one had a little heat on it.
Yeah, Coleman's not making bad pitches. It's just that she's getting too much of the plate, and they're getting the barrel of the bat on it.
It went downstairs and upstairs.
She's thrown a lot of pitches this inning. And Kiersgaard walks. And we should have a courtesy runner for her. And that should be Henry again.
Again, I'd like to mention our two Cotran and Laurenchek, our two men in blue out there. Ball up there.
I'd like to add that I keep calling number 10 for Woodbridge Henry, but her first name is Emily. That's Emily Henry. Sorry, Mom and Dad, for that. And there's a fly ball. Shortstop's got a beat on it, and there we go. There's 3 outs. So, at the end of the top of the second inning, score is Woodbridge 12, JFK nothing. Come on back.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
And welcome back. I'm Joe Tarrant along with John Everhart, bringing you the action here from John F. Kennedy High School. Softball game between the Woodbridge Barons and the Kennedy Mustangs. Woodbridge is up on top 12-0. We're at the bottom of the second. Batting for Kennedy is number 9, Emily Velez, the shortstop, who takes a swinging strike.
Yeah, Woodbridge batted around that last inning.
Yeah, pitcher for Kennedy, Coleman, she threw a lot of pitches. She had to be getting tired. And it's tough. It's a sad feeling when you're out on the mound and they're hitting the ball like that, and there's just nothing you can do about it. And they weren't errors. I mean, these were gappers and balls that were seeing eye hits.
They were,
you know.
That's the game of softball. I mean, she was doing her job, getting the ball over the plate, and they were hitting them.
You know, they were seeing eye hits. A couple of them in the gap between the outfielders. There we go. There's a shot.
And just
foul ball.
Curves foul.
So we'll do it all over again. Velez will pick up the bat. Counts 1 and 2.
That's one of the things they teach you in umpire school. You never holler the word fair. The only time you hear a shout is when it's foul.
Velez is up at the front of the box there pretty good. There's a foul ball over the dugout. And there's a fly ball.
And we got 3 players converging.
And it's a fly out to the center fielder. That was Muselli that made the catch. So we've got 1 down. Up the bat is Madison Batilia. Foul ball. 0-1's the count. And there's a little, oh! They're gonna call her out. They're gonna call her out. First baseman for Woodbridge.
Let's take a look at that. That was a interesting play. Diving catch, beautiful.
Yeah, that was Mackenzie Thomas. I'm sorry, Kendra Tobias.
Claire Lewis up now, trying to get something going here for the Mustangs.
So we've got 2 down, the bottom of the second, 12 zip. Woodbridge up on top. I saw Coach Gallagher for Kennedy talking to the Woodbridge coach. I would expect there be many changes next inning. I guess starting with the pitcher.
That was interesting taking a look at Claire's little sheet here that her favorite music is all but country. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm with her. I can't listen to country music either. Can't do it.
Which, it's Julia Sinatra's favorite.
And that's it.
Yeah, let's see that that catch by the first baseman again. Beautiful diving catch.
Yeah, that's probably the highlight of the game so far. So at the end of the second inning, score is 12-0. Woodbridge on top over JFK, and we'll be coming right back.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are a leading killer of children 1 to 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
And welcome back to Kennedy High School. My name is Joe Tarrant. I'm here with John Everhard.
We thought there were some changes, but doesn't look like there were any for Kennedy.
And the score at the top of the third inning as Woodbridge comes to bat is 12-0. Coleman on the mound for Kennedy.
And you're right, she's thrown a bunch of pitches.
Yes, she has. Mackenzie Thomas up for Woodbridge.
Mackenzie took a shot at that first pitch.
Changeup is in there. So the count is 0-2.
And Kayla needs a quick inning.
Yeah, she needs to have a 1-2-3 or a 1-2-4 at least.
She didn't even get a chance to rest at the last inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning for Kennedy.
Low, ball 2. 2-2. And ball 3. Coleman's got to be tired.
Yeah, she's
got to be tired.
She's missing that sweet spot.
And she walks him.
That's 4 walks this game so far.
tell you a little bit about the pitcher for Kennedy, Kayla Coleman. Her favorite sport is football. And her favorite movie is Remembering the Titans. Now here's a strange twist on her music. Rap and country are her favorite music.
Wow.
From one side to the other.
Exactly, yeah.
There's a swinging strike. Snap throw to first. Runner gets back. Favorite subject is math. And her ambitions are to go to Rutgers. I should say she is going to Rutgers. She's going to study animal science.
Ah.
There's a girl with a definite plan. There's a hot shot to the shortstop, through the shortstop, out to left field.
And just like that, Woodbridge just got runners on first and second. Nobody out.
And that was Jordan Sinelli with that shot. Samantha Carroll up now for the Barons. Runners on first and second. Nobody out.
And she takes a swing at the first pitch. Runners out first and second, only no outs. One and one on Samantha.
And shot down third, foul. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And nobody out, runner on first and second.
And a little dribbler, foul. And fly ball, second base, and
she catches it. So that's 1 down. So we've got 1 out, and runners on first and second.
Yeah, Taylor Greco stepping up to the plate.
There's a shot, second shortstop over to second base. Oh, and she drops it. So bases are loaded. So up at bat now, Francesca Muselli.
Yeah, only 1 out for the Barons.
And they're threatening again. They got the bases loaded. The last play was a fielder's choice, E4.
And Ashley Conroy she's busy behind home plate. She's keeping those runners honest. Counts 2-1. Francesca, center fielder, Woodbridge. Make that 3-1.
There's a shot down into past the third baseman. That'll score a run. So the score is now 13-0. Woodbridge Barons up on top. Well, I've got a moment. I'll give you background on a Woodbridge player, Jordan Sinelli. She's number 27. She's a freshman. She's playing second base today. Her favorite sport, no surprise, softball. Favorite movies, Grown Ups. And she likes my favorite artist, although she's designated as country, Taylor Swift. I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, she's sort of MO, middle of the road.
There's a shot caught by the third baseman, steps on third. That's a double play. So there's 3 down. I'll continue with Jordan Sinelli when we come back. Right now, at the end of the top of the third, it's Woodbridge 13, Kennedy nothing. We'll be right back.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. Stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
And welcome back to Kennedy High School. Here's a replay.
Yeah,
let's see that replay for the last out of the inning double play. Hot shot to third, and she steps on third base, gets the force, 3 out.
That's a natural instinct to just start heading to home and.
Got to know where to go with the ball.
Yeah.
And there's a swinging strike.
We got Caitlin up to bat.
Katerina Novoshinsky. Shot to third base. And there's 1 down. Nice play by the third baseman. Coming up now is Becky Janeo, who's now playing left field. Getting back to Jordan Sinelli, I forgot to finish it. Her favorite or most memorable softball moment was making her first double play.
Well, Becky Janauer now up, and she hits.
There's a seeing eye hit for Janeo.
Kennedy needed that.
And that'll bring up the leadoff batter, Kayla Coleman. Counts 1-0. And it count goes 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the third, Woodbridge up on top, 13-0. And the count stretches now to 3-0. I would expect that Coleman will be taking the next pitch on 3-0. And she does, and it's a strike right down the middle. So the count goes to 3 balls, 1 strike. Janeo on first base with a single. And there's a shot to the second baseman, Sinelli, over to first base. And we've got 2 down. Coming up to bat now for Kennedy is Ashley Conroy, who's a junior. Her favorite sport is softball. She loves all the Harry Potter movies. Wow, what a shot by Conroy. It's out in right field, just short of the fence. That'll score a run for Kennedy. Conroy on her way to third, and here's the play at third base. And she should be out at third base. Wow, what a play. But Kennedy does get a run in the inning, so now the score is 13-1 at the end of 3. My name is Joe Tarrant with John Eberhardt, and we'll be right back.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money going to come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
And welcome back to Kennedy High School here in Island. My name is Joe Tarrant with John Eberhardt. We're bringing you the action between the Woodbridge Barons, Kennedy Mustangs in a softball game.
Yeah, we just had a nice shot of the some of the people that came out here on this beautiful day to watch the game.
And there's a foul ball. That's Jordan Vasquez, a shortstop that's up for Woodbridge. I never finished Ashley Conroy's bio. Her most memorable softball moment was hitting a home run at a 12 and under Pony Nationals game in North Carolina. And she almost had a home run last inning at the last bat. She fell short of the fence, tried to stretch it into a triple, but was thrown out at third base. And one important thing about Ashley Conroy, the catcher for Kennedy, is she's a coordinator for the JFK versus Colonia breast cancer benefit softball games. So a tip of the hat to Ashley for her fine work there.
And we got 1 ball, 2 strikes, make that 2-2.
Hot shot to the shortstop and off her glove. That was a tough hop. That was a tough hop for the shortstop. Took a really bad hop.
Yeah, the ball seems to be having eyes today for Woodbridge. That ball jumped right off the infield.
Kiersgaard up for Woodbridge. Runner on first. 13-1. Woodbridge up on top. Top of the 4th.
Ball 1.
Got Jordan Vasquez on first base. I'll give you a little information about her. She's a sophomore. Favorite sport is snap throw to first.
1-1.
Favorite sport is softball. She likes Taylor Swift. Her favorite movie is Safe Haven. And I noticed a lot of the girls that are playing today like math as their favorite subject. And including her.
Count 2 balls, 1 strike to Carly.
And her most memorable softball moment was winning softball tournament in the summer with her travel team.
3-1.
Ball gets by Conroy. So Vasquez goes down to second base. And swinging strike.
They got a full count on Carly now.
Nobody out. Runner on second. And Kiersgaard walks again. I believe she walked last inning.
Actually, she's walked. This is her 3rd time.
And if it's true to form, Emily Henry will come out and be a courtesy runner. And she does. So we've got runners on first and second. Nobody out. And the batter is Kendra Tobias, first baseman. There's a hot shot to third. Can't handle it. All hands are safe. All hands are safe. Now bases are loaded with nobody out.
Breeze isn't helping the batter, but it sure feels good.
Mackenzie Thomas up for Woodbridge.
And she takes first pitch for a strike.
And pitch is low. Conroy blocks it.
Counts 1-1. Now the sun has shifted, so now it's in the eyes of the infield, the outfield, the pitcher. Makes it a little bit harder to see that ball coming out.
And there's a shot into left field. It's going to go all the way to the fence. That should clean the bases. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And it doesn't. So 2 runs are in. Score is now 15-1. Woodbridge up. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. John, as you were saying, the sun has gone down and the pitcher's having a hard time seeing because she keeps holding the glove up in front of her face. And I would imagine for the third base and shortstop, second baseman, it's got to be tough too.
Yeah, pretty much every infielder's got it. If you look at the shadows, it's right in their face.
Left field also. Center field. Right field's not too bad. Sinelli up for Woodbridge. She's been having a good day. She takes a healthy cut.
That counts 1-1. Still nobody out. 2 runs in the inning.
Oh, low strike. 1-2. There's a shot. Seeing eye hit. 1 run will score. Runner from second goes to third. And Sinelli's on first base with a single. Samantha Carroll up now for Woodbridge.
Samantha's 1 for 3. Flied out.
It's a fly ball. The shortstop, tough play. She can't make it. And we runner on third had to hold because
that was too close.
Couldn't tell whether it was going to be caught or not. Yeah.
You got the shortstop right there, and unless you got, you can motor home. You don't take that chance, especially with
Taylor
this kind of
Greco
lead.
hits a shot to center field, and it's caught.
Now that's the first out in the inning.
Yes, it is. 16-1. Woodbridge up on top. Base is still loaded. And that'll bring us back to number 2, Francesca Muselli. Count is 0-1. 1 out. Top of the 4th. 16-1. Woodbridge. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. She bobbles it. Shortstop picks it up. Gets the out at third base, but the run scores. 17-1. Woodbridge up on top. So we've got 2 outs. And the batter will be Justine Stafora, third baseman for Woodbridge.
Let's take a look at that shot down to third base.
There's a fly ball, and who's going to get it? Pitcher takes it. And that's 3 outs. And at the end of the top of the 4th inning, it's 17-1. Woodbridge up on top.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Yeah, there we are again, Joe. We got a nice group of fans out there enjoying this beautiful spring afternoon here at Kennedy High School.
Yes, we do. And they're seeing a game where Woodbridge is up on top, 17-1, and we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. I have to tell you that the wind here is absolutely terrible. First pitch.
Yeah, we're up, for those that didn't get a shot of it, we're up here on top of a truck, a platform in the ball. The wind...
Hello, everyone.
Here we are, folks, up about 10, 15 feet in the air, and for now the wind stops, Joe.
Okay, we got Skylar Kennedy up for, Skylar Keller up for Kennedy. Her favorite sport is softball. Favorite movie, Endless Love. She loves country pop. Favorite subject is biology.
Yeah, got to count at 2-1. And foul ball. Make it 2-2.
Her most memorable softball moment is braiding everyone's hair before each softball game for all 3 years that she's played.
Well, that's some record.
Another foul ball.
Well, she's staying alive.
It says that Becky Janeo, number 6 for Kennedy, is her twin, and longing to study pre-med in college.
Oh, wow.
Just like her twin, Becky Janeo.
Ooh, that was a tough one to take, but count is full.
So we're at the bottom of the 4th inning. Score 17-1. Woodbridge up on top. Nobody out. Count 3-2, and we got a shot to the shortstop. And tough hop.
We haven't had rain for a while, so I imagine that infield is pretty hard. So that ball's coming off it pretty quick.
Yeah, we haven't had rain, I guess, for like 14, 15 days.
Yeah, that got to make that infield almost like cement.
Julie Sinatra is up for Kennedy.
And I still can't understand with a name like Sinatra that she likes country.
Holds that bat high above her head. There's a strike.
Yeah, count 1-1.
And a swinging strike.
That counts 2-2 now to Julia. As they used to say in the younger leagues, a good eye. She's watching those pitches, not going to swing at anything that she ought not to. That one high makes the count full.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, nobody out for Kennedy. Bottom of the 4th. And she
base
walks.
On ball.
So Kennedy has a runner on first and second. Hopefully he didn't get something going here. At bat is number 9, Emily Velez. She's a junior. Her favorite sport is softball. Favorite movie, 22 Jump Street.
Emily flew out to center field their last time at bat, so she can plant the ball.
Here's another strange one. Well, not strange, but 2 different ends of the spectrum. She likes rap and country.
Interesting. Foul ball took out the coach.
Wow, listen to this favorable, most memorable softball moment. In her freshman year, she went up to varsity, I guess, for the game or for a couple of games to pinch hit, and she got a 3-run homer.
Wow, that's a nice memory. Nice shot.
That is a nice memory. That's a nice shot down the left field line. Kennedy's going to play to run. So Emily's got herself a single and an RBI. Runners on first and second. Scores 17-2. Woodbridge up on top. Nobody out.
Emily's been hitting the ball hard. That fly out that she had in the second inning was deep to center, and this was a nice drive down the third base side.
And there's a ground ball, and it's foul.
Little dribbler and rolls foul.
Up at bat is number 5, Madison Batista.
Joe, I just took a sip of my water, and it's like lukewarm.
Oh, what a play by Sinelli. Sinelli doubles him up. They go for the triple play. Don't get it. Good instincts by Sinelli.
Beautiful catch. Beautiful instincts to throw to second base.
So we've got 2 down. Runner on first.
Yeah, let's take a look at that catch again and that play to second. Beautiful catch, and heads up, didn't even think twice to throw to second.
Up now for Kennedy is Claire Lewis. We've got 2 out. And runner on first. Count is 0-1.
And Kennedy scored a run on a much drought game for runs so far.
Swing and strike by Claire. Her favorite sport is soccer. She likes all kinds of music except country. Claire, you're with me. Again, she likes math.
That last pitch by Carly had some zing to it. There was another one. Went in the dirt, but she had some oomph on it.
Her most memorable moment is making varsity in her sophomore year. She wants to go to college to be a physical therapist, play professional soccer.
That's a lofty goal. Good luck.
And swinging strike 3, and that'll do it for the Kennedy Mustangs here in the bottom of the 4th. And we end that inning with the score 17-2. Woodbridge Barons up on top over the Kennedy Mustangs. We'll be right back.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Cheers.
Take time to be a dad today.
And welcome back to Kennedy High School.
Joe, we're at the top of the 5th inning now. Score was 17-2. See if Kennedy can hold them here and pull some magic off.
Yeah, John, it's been all Woodbridge all the way since the 1st inning. We've got Coleman going all the way for Kennedy on the mound. She's thrown a lot of pitches. Kiersgaard on the mound for Woodbridge. She's been in control.
Been watching some great plays, great catches, some nice hitting. And almost had one leave the park.
Yeah, that was by Conroy. Ashley Conroy almost put one out in right field.
They got Jordan up to bat now, and she takes the first pitch for a strike.
Jordan Vasquez. There's a shot to center field. It's going to... Oh, and the sun must have gotten her eyes because she had a beat on it.
Yeah, that sun has got to be playing havoc, especially for fly balls.
And Vasquez goes into second base with a double. Yeah, you can't have an error on that. That sun has got to be tough.
Yeah,
if you look at the shadow, she's looking right into the sun.
That's absolutely brutal.
Kiersgaard up for Woodbridge. She's walked at least 3 times that I know of. Takes a called strike.
Yeah, she's walked 3 times. Had a hit in the 1st inning.
Top of the 5th, nobody out. Count 0-1. Kiersgaard at the plate, takes a swinging strike. She's anxious. 17-2, Woodbridge up on top. And ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's a fly ball to right field, and it's a seeing eye hit. It's going to drop in, gets past the right fielder.
Yeah, runners on the corner. That was wise not to come in again with such a lead. There's
no
reason
need
to
for
push it.
Yeah, there's no need for that. Courtesy runner, no courtesy runner. No courtesy runner this time for Kiersgaard. Going to let her run for herself.
Well, I guess they're sensing the fact that there's potentially 3 more outs in this game. Ball, that one had a little heat on it.
Yeah, Coleman's bringing it. You know, it's again, she hasn't pitched bad. It's just been seeing eye hits, dinks and dunks here and there. You know, a couple of...
They hit the shortstop, threw for a base hit. And that'll score a run.
Yeah, that makes it 18-2 that Woodbridge is up on top. To continue that thought, you know, the fielders in the infield has had a tough time because of the infield being rock hard. But Coleman really, you know, the score doesn't reflect. She didn't pitch that bad.
No, she's pitching a fine game, and exactly. 2 things would be the hard field and and now the sun blaring in your eyes.
Here's a pop up, and it's out of play.
Almost took the school bus with it. Yeah, that's got to be difficult. A cement infield and the sun in your eyes.
You know, you could say that it's the same for both teams, but you know, Woodbridge has had their shares too of hot shots coming to an infielder and taking some bad hops too.
Yeah, no, it's a difficult field to play right about now.
There's
Nice
a
hit.
shot right up the middle. And Kiersgaard goes to third.
That'll load the bases.
Tobias goes to second. Thomas is on first. Nobody out. Bases loaded. 18-2. Woodbridge up on top. Sinelli up at bat. You know, when I went to high school here, which is back in the Stone Age, this field itself was stone. It was nothing but rock. And I remember the soccer team used to play practice on it.
Many a Little League game was played here.
So I can remember the condition of what this piece of ground here looked like. There's a shot to right field.
And again, the sun.
And nice play by the right fielder battling the sun. So we've got one down. Bases are still loaded. Sinelli flies out to right field.
And that was Madison. Madison coming in, covering her eyes. Stayed with it.
We've got a new batter up there for Samantha Carroll. We've got Emily Henry. So it appears that Samantha Carroll is out of the game. Henry's in. And she hits a shot again to right field. Battle in the sun. It's the second baseman, and she misses it. And they get the out at second base. Run scores. That was definitely a sun-aided hit.
Oh, she had it in her beads, and then it just suddenly found the sun. And
so we've got runners on the corner. Score is 19-2. 2 out.
And that should bring up Taylor Greco.
No, that's a
you're right.
New batter. And there's the third out, a line to third base.
That's Francesca Osila.
So at the end of the top of the fifth, the score is 19-2. Woodbridge Barons up on top over the Kennedy Mustangs. We'll be right back.
How can I help my daughter with her reading?
Searching for help with Dachshund Reading.
Why do you not get me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
And welcome back to Kennedy High School. Softball game between the Woodbridge Barons and the Kennedy Mustangs. It's been all Woodbridge, 19-2.
Kennedy's down to their last 3 outs.
We're here at the bottom of the fifth inning.
If you strike one.
That's Kat Novichinsky up. It's been Kiersgaard all the way for Woodbridge, and there's a little tapper down the third baseline. Tough play.
And she beats it out.
Yes, she does. That was a tough play.
That was. It looked like a bunt, a full swinging bunt. Perfectly placed down the third base side.
Becky Janeo, senior left fielder, now is up. Let's see if Kennedy can put some more runs on the board. Becky looks anxious, and there's a high fastball, 1-0. Coleman all the way for Kennedy. And it's low for a ball. So it's 2-0 on Janelle. Bottom of the fifth, nobody out. Runner on first. 19-2, Woodbridge on top. And a swinging strike.
That makes the count 2-1.
And there's a shot over the second baseman's head. Into right field, it gets past the right fielder.
And she's turning to second, and she'll have a stand-up double.
Yes, she will. So that puts runners on second and third for Kennedy.
Nobody out. Kennedy's starting to make some noise now.
And that'll bring up Kayla Coleman, senior pitcher.
Kayla's got to be liking this.
And that was a foul back. Count is 1-1. We've got number 8 out in the right field, but we don't have her listed on the team roster. So, Mom, Dad,
we apologize.
Yes, we do. Yeah. We try to get everybody's name, and we try to get it right. And sometimes we misfire, but number 8 is out in the right field. Count is 2-2 on Coleman. And that's low and outside for a ball. 3-2. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. And there's a hot shot to third, and it's grabbed. What a play. And she should be out at first. Yes, she is.
Got her.
What a play by the third baseman. What a shot. And Kennedy played it a run. So now it's 19-3. Woodbridge up on top.
Yeah, let's take a look at that play to third base. Beautiful stop, got to her feet and fired to first.
Yeah, that was a pro play there. That was some shot, boy, and she went down on her knees, got it, and was able to get up and throw her out.
Kennedy was able to get that much-needed run. Need a couple more.
That was Adriana Arroyo at third base. She's only a freshman for Woodbridge.
Woodbridge just got her for a couple more years.
I'm sorry, that wasn't Adriana Arroyo.
And we got another run for Kennedy. Unfortunately, brought in one more out. Put out at first base.
That was Stafora at third base for Woodbridge. My mistake.
Yes, the run went in.
So now it's 19-4.
Got 2 outs. And Kennedy's got one more out to play with.
Skylar Kennedy, Jr. up at the plate. Takes a ball. 2-0 to count. 2 out, bottom of the 5th. 19-4. Woodbridge up on top. And another ball, so the count goes 3-0. And strike right down the middle. And a foul ball down the first base line.
Count remains full. And Kennedy needs somebody on that first bag.
Let's see if Keller can get it done. And she stays alive.
Foul tip. And as that sun moves down the sky, it's got to be worse on these players.
There's a shot to shortstop. Bobbles it, gets up, throws, and she's out. So at the end of 5 innings, the score is Woodbridge 19. And the Kennedy Mustangs 4, and because of the mercy rule, that'll do it for this game. And John, it's been a tale of 2 teams who got the breaks and who didn't get the breaks. Kennedy, Coleman pitched good, although the line score doesn't show it. A lot of dinks and dunks and tough plays by the infield. Woodbridge got all the breaks. Not that they say that they didn't play good, they did. But final score tells it all, 19-4. What do you say?
It was a beautiful game. It was a beautiful day. Enjoyed the game, and as you said, depending on how the breaks went, both teams played well. It was great pitching, good fielding. That the infield had to have an impact, and that sun in the later innings also had an impact.
All right, so for TV 35, who did a fantastic job as usual, my name is Joe Tarrant. I'm along with John Eberhard, and good night for now. Bye-bye.